Today's video is being brought to you by NeverDenyMe.com. Make sure you take a look at the website for all your graphic needs, anything from digital to physical.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy named Matthews. It's a busy morning already, man. I just got up, already working on projects. So this is one I'm actually gonna have to put on hold. I'm gonna have to catch you guys and show you guys this in another video, or you can hit the card that pops up if you want to see me do it on a previous thing. What I got going on right here is this little template that I made a while back for my roller skates. I'm getting ready to make another set of roller skate covers. If you guys want to see the video on how I did that, again, click the card that pops up. That's going to end up looking like this. Some little flowers and stuff like that. Every time I pull up to the skating rink, got a different style of skate. So I was going ahead and prepping this. You guys might be able to see the little line that I drew on there with my little magic marker. We're going to jump back to that in a moment. What I'm going to show you guys right now is actually across the way over on the embroidery machine. Now, hopefully you guys might have already seen the computer stitch out exactly how this works. I actually digitized a design for a client, threw it on the memory stick. That design is already in the machine, as you can see right here. It's going to take me about 14 minutes to stitch out, plus all the prep and stuff for, doing afterwards and clipping threads and things like that. So I'm getting ready to knock that out. Here's one that I've actually done already. This one is already completed. Did this one last night off camera. Just wanted to do it real quick, and I'll save the next ones for today so I can get it on camera for you guys. But yeah, came out really good, especially from a screenshot picture that was sent to me and had to actually convert it. If you guys can see, there's no clumping or anything like that with the back of my designs that I make. So yeah, it's looking real good. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some backing on that or whatever. By the way, just so you guys don't forget already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me, man. It helps the channel out, helps me out, keeps me motivated. And also, if you guys are interested in this machine or any type of embroidery machines, make sure you hit the card that pops up. I do have a playlist. And also hit the link in the description. It'll take you directly to these machines and all this type of stuff that I use to get this done. With that being said, catch you on the next clip. Check it out. I've already hooped the stabilizer, throwing this down. Turns green, lets me know I'm ready. Now you guys might be saying, hey, don't forget to put the material in. Well guys, the way I do my designs makes it a lot easier, so I can use little scraps of fabric. And the first part of this design says it's going to take 1 minute. It's actually going to do a stitch out of where I need to place my fabric. So that's why the fabric is not in there yet. Let's go ahead and do this. It's going to be super quick. There it is, all done. So with the placement, now this is the part I'm gonna have to concentrate on, but just as a little rough thing for y'all. Lift this up. I need to throw this in here and make sure none of those lines back there are showing on the sides. If they're not showing, then that means I got it in a good position. So right there, for example, you see how it's sticking up? Not good. So let me keep adjusting it. So now it's covered at the top. Is it covered everywhere else? I don't see it anywhere, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this down. Again, the light turned green, lets me know I'm ready. Now my machine tells me it's white. That's because the next color is white, so if I want to change it out right now, I can. However, I have a lot more black thread than I do white thread, so I'm just gonna actually keep the black in there right now because it's gonna get covered up anyways. So let's go ahead and do this, what they call a tack down stitch. Here we go. Press the button. Try to hold it so it doesn't move. These applique scissors make it a lot easier too, because if you guys notice, they do have a slight curve in it. So I'm not going to really get too close to the fabric to, cut my design out of the stabilizer. I'm just cutting the material itself. There it is. You do want to get as close as possible to that line, which is also why you're going to want to get yourself a good set of applique scissors. You can use normal scissors, but normal scissors are going to make it to where, you can't really get to the end. Normal scissors don't really have such a pointy tip on them. You guys can see these have a pointy tip. Other scissors are usually like rounded, so you can't really get that close. Getting ready to throw in the next color, which again is telling me I need to throw in the white. So in order to take the black out, before what I used to do, guys, is I just lift this up. Well, actually it's already lifted, it's red. It lets me know that the thread is not tight and everything. And I would, when I first was doing this, I would pull this up just so I wouldn't waste any thread, because it is actually a lot of thread that has to get threaded throughout the machine before it actually goes down there, and I didn't really want to waste it. However, few people have told me that you don't want to do that and mess up the tension on your machine, so you always want to pull it from the bottom the way it naturally wants to come out. Cut right there, and then it's already released, and I can just pinch my fingers down here and pull it out. What I always do as well, there's two sides to the spool here. One side that has a little slit in it, which keeps the the thread from wandering around. I always make sure I put that to the back when I put it in the machine. That way, as it's spinning, it doesn't get caught in that little notch and stop the machine or rip the thread apart. Alright y'all, so this is an interesting little jump clip. It's a whole different machine. I actually had a malfunction with the machine right there. That is the Brother SE625, and unfortunately, something just happened with like the needle threader. So it gave me like an alert on the machine that something was wrong. I ended up having to take the casing of the machine off, which is actually right here. Nothing is wrong with this at all, but it looks like what happened is, like when I press this down, it doesn't actually thread the needle. So I don't know why it's doing that. When I get some time, I guess I'll be looking at some videos to seeing if I can do it myself. For now though, the good thing is I do have a backup machine. This is the Brother PE770, and I actually haven't used this machine in a very long time on camera. So this one will just tote away in the closet because it does the same thing pretty much as the other one behind there, and that one has a color display. This one does not have the color display, as you guys can see. It just tells you what color you need. You can just see the shapes and everything. So, I just busted this one out right here, and we're getting the same design done on this machine. Stitches are coming out great. It was right around this exact moment when it broke on the last machine. So just to prove to you guys that it's not have nothing to do with the file. Obviously, if I've successfully did one in the back there, it's not the file itself. But yeah, I'm gonna finish it off with the black right there, and then a black border. Now this is real cool too. The way I made this file is gonna like make a number 7 of the black thread, but as you can see, there's already a number 7 in there. That's just the negative space from the design itself, from the piece of material that I used. But I still wanted to put something on top of it because it makes it like look really cool. It gives it a really cool effect versus just leaving the negative space. But for those of you who might be wanting to save some thread or something somehow, or hey, maybe if you want a a debossed, that's what they call it. If you want some type of debossed type of symbol, you can do this as well and just leave the negative space empty. There it is. Putting that young satin stitch on there. It's also even helping me from having to clip the threads. I kind of cut the camera on a little too late, but there was a yellow thread right underneath where it just sewed right over. Check it out. So that's how it came out. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up those edges a tiny bit more. Good thing is though, like I said, there's no, you see, smooth on the back. There's no clumping whatsoever. Only thing I probably could have done was actually adjusted the tension. As you guys can see, the number 7 is all black. However, the bobbin thread at the bottom is white, which means the back of this design is supposed to be white. And I guess I had it too tight to the point you're actually seeing the color showing on both sides, which is I guess an effect of it on its own. But normally if you want to save some thread, you don't need the color to show on the back, right? Just in the front. Put them all side by side and see what you guys think and see if you guys notice any type of difference at all from these machines, the results from the Brother PE770 or my slightly out of commissioned Brother SE625 back there. We're gonna get it though. We're gonna bring it back to life, man. I ain't too sad, man. I still gotta get the job done, still got work to do. All right, back over here to the table again. For those who have asked in previous videos, and I always forget to show you guys, this is actually what I put on the back of my patches to make them iron on. Honestly, I still choose to sew them on, and all you have to do is get some scissors, cut it out whatever size you need. This design right here is a 3-inch patch, so of course I just cut out enough. You guys can probably see right through it, just enough to get it going. And what you do is you put this on the back, and this is actually going to keep the threads, in addition to making it to where you can iron it onto something else, it also is going to hold these threads together in place so nothing actually comes undone. The way this works, there's two sides of it. There's like a shiny side right here with the actual glue strip on it, and then a flat side, which is the paper. You need to make sure that you're putting the glue side to the back of your design. Once you have it like that, you can go ahead and iron it on. Once you iron it on, you can go ahead and you know, get some scissors, cut it out, cut it to size, and you'll be all done. So normally I would use my little scissors right here to cut my designs out, but today I actually busted out the X-Acto blade right there, so you guys can see perfect shape, perfect cutout. Would you be able to tell which one of these was made with the Brother SE625 and which one was with the PE770? I think they both came out really good. Again, on the backing, I did go ahead and put that backing on there already. Good thing about it too, when you put that backing on there, it makes it like the design a lot thicker. Like it's not flimsy or nothing like that, you know. Really like the results. Yes! And as you guys can see, the SE625 is back in business, baby. And this is what I mean when I told you guys in my other video that sometimes you gotta read some stuff to get going. So I actually had to pull up an article online, not a YouTube video, online. Actually went through the correct steps. I actually wrote up a whole entire email. I was getting ready to ask for some additional help. Let them know what I'm over here doing on the channel to see if they're willing to, you know, help your boy out a little bit more. Right when I tried to send the message, it said, hey, did you try this first? And I actually did try it before and it didn't work. But I went ahead and tried it again. That way, you know, they wouldn't get too mad and say, we asked you to try it. You said you tried it. So I went ahead and tried it again, and it's actually working now, man. So what initially ended up happening was the bottom of it got all clunked up and everything like that, and the needle, the thread would no longer go through the needle. So it was like the thread was going directly to the bottom where the bobbin is at, and it was clumping up back there. And for the life of me, I could not get this thing working. I ended up having to unscrew this thing. There's actually a screw. There's a screw right there. Had to unscrew the machine. I kept pushing the little clamp down with my hand, and it still was just not working. I didn't get too sad though. As you guys can see, I did bust out the PE770. And that's to show you guys too, for the people, because I have been trying to sell the 770. So some people kind of think that something is wrong with it, when no, nothing's wrong with the 770 at all. It actually stitches larger than this. I just prefer to have a color screen, and I do mostly digitizing instead of making patches. So one machine is good enough for me. So if anybody is around the area of me, I'll stay in Las Vegas at the moment. Not that I plan on leaving like tomorrow or anything like that, but I am located in Las Vegas. So if you guys are looking for an embroidery machine, contact me. You guys can pick up my 770. Just hit me with a price or whatever. Not to make this video into an ad, but anyways, let's get back to the design. So after I got the SE625 working again, went ahead and knocked out a patch on that. So I got 2 on the SE625, 1 on the 770, and here are the results in my current packaging. Again, I do need to change the packaging up a little bit, but what y'all think? Catch you on the next one. Peace.